There is a client of ours, and when we were speaking with our client about their purpose, what they expressed that their purpose was to be able to save the world. Now, this client runs an educational business around photography or taking great pictures. When I inquired how is their business related to the purpose, they kind of tried to explain it to me, and I didn't really see the dots coming together. And as we explored more, as we discovered more, we found that they were stating their purpose based on what sounded good versus what their purpose really was. Their purpose was to help people capture beautiful moments that happen in their client's life. I wondered, why would they say that they needed to save the world when their purpose was so beautiful in itself? Often, we are told that purpose is about something that is grander than us. And that is true. It needs to be something grander than us, but it doesn't have to be that grand that it takes away from the power of what you are doing right now, what your business is capable of doing. Purpose doesn't have to save the world. It doesn't have to save oceans. It doesn't have to save the rainforest. It can do that, and that would be great if that is the alignment of your business. But don't tie yourself into a purpose just because it sounds right. There's a reason for having a great purpose. You see, purpose gives you something to chase. Purpose gives you something that you want to create that's greater than where you are today. Purpose is the driver of innovation, of creativity, of all the things that we end up creating in the world. Purpose is powerful, which is why your business must have a purpose. Now, like I mentioned, purpose doesn't always have to save the world. The purpose could just be about you. It could be about your business. It could be about your employees. It could be about the great products that you create. Your purpose is to provide you a horizon or a guiding light, which gives you a forward momentum towards saying, hey, if I chase this light, if I chase this grand idea, I will end up creating something beautiful on the process. But I actually never want to meet that guiding light. I actually never want you to meet the horizon. You see, if you would ever meet your purpose, the point of life, the point of business fades away. The reason why we create an extraordinary, beautiful purpose for our business is not to meet that purpose any day. The idea is to keep the chase going. You want that purpose to constantly move in a direction which is positive and progressive, so you never meet it. So let's think about it this way. If there is ever a time that you set out a purpose for your business, you set out a vision for your business, and you feel like you're getting closer and closer every day, go ahead and create a new purpose. Go ahead and create something that is even further, even more extraordinary. And the reason you want to do that is because that chase that gets created when you are chasing your purpose is what allows you to be able to have a journey that is exciting, a journey that is transformative, a journey that is full of challenges, full of excitements, full of action, full of creativity. And that's what will allow your business to be constantly fueled with greater ideas, greater products, and greater clients. Here's an insight that I want to offer you today. You see, most of us look at purpose as something that we need to do for the world. And to some degree, and for some businesses, it is true. But purpose could very well be to serve you as a person. It could be as well to serve your team, to serve your clients, to serve just something that's a little bit better than right now. It doesn't have to serve the world. If it does, it's great. But if it serves you, that's a great purpose to have. There is nothing wrong with that purpose. And I don't want you to discount yourself and feel that if your purpose is not something grand for the world, it's not the right purpose. It's not the right drive. So I want to invite you to something. Now, your purpose is not something that you write down on the board and then you're done with it. Because if you do that, what's going to happen is that your purpose is going to just be a writing on the wall. Your purpose needs to evolve with you. You would find that as you're making progress in life, as you're moving further in your journey, as you are meeting more and more of your goals and your visions and your missions, and your products are getting better and your clients are getting better, you would see that you would often find the purpose that you started with is about to be met. There is some progress in that direction, and it doesn't sound as exciting anymore. Well, purpose needs to be ever evolving. Your purpose needs to be ever evolving. So if you're ever getting close to your purpose, you got to ask yourself the question of saying, hey, what do I need to do now? What is my next vision? What's my next purpose? What's my next drive for you to be able to constantly move towards meeting your purpose. Here's the trick though. You live your purpose daily. You see, purpose is the way you are. Purpose is your being. You're doing your purpose every single day, and you express that through your work. You express your purpose to the world through the work that you put out in the world. Let's take the example of the photography business that we talked about. The entrepreneur themselves must always be in a place of creating great memories for themselves and capturing them. But at the same point of time, their work is this expression of their purpose must also facilitate the same. And as they do that consistently, they would find themselves more and more in alignment with their purpose, but always be on a chase. So this purpose keeps moving them forward, keeps being that guiding light that moves them forward. Now let's do a little exercise to really define what is our purpose and really to get some direction towards where you really want to go. So I have a few questions that I would love for you to answer. So go ahead and pause the video after I ask you the question. Go ahead and take the time to really answer that question for yourself. Sometimes it'll take you a little extra time to really dive deep into it. And that's really the power of this exercise. Just take the time that you need to take. Don't just see them as questions that you need to answer, but these are questions that you need to ponder on, really evaluate and answer. And as you get more clarity towards these answers for yourself, you'll find that you're clearer and clearer in finding what your true purpose is. The first question I have for you is, knowing what you know about purpose now, what is that elusive horizon for you? Knowing what you know about purpose now, what is that elusive horizon for you right now? My second question for you to answer today is, what is that purpose that you would live in your being, and what would you be doing to manifest it in the real world? I want to repeat that question to you again. What is that purpose that you would live in your being, and what would you be doing to manifest it in real world? You see, like I mentioned before, purpose is about being and then creating from a place of that being. So go ahead and ponder on these questions and then write down what comes up for you.